Hello, hello, hello. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Mitchell Mander, and welcome to Pokemon Horizons episode 29 live discussion. Talking about, well, episode 29 of the Pokemon Horizons series. So, yeah. If you're someone that's new to the channel and you think this type of content is pretty cool, you should totally sub the channel, like the video, and all that good stuff. Be sure to, watch the stream. You don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, but watch a decent amount. Watch time helps, so I would really appreciate that. Anywho, we're gonna give it a couple minutes. Just wait for some people maybe to show up. I also need to put the poll up, which I will do momentarily. So, again, if you're someone that's new, you should totally join the chat and just chat with me and what you thought about the current episode and all that good stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to set up the poll. Okay, rate this episode out of 10. Okay, poll is out there, so go ahead and vote. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I don't even know if I'm gonna have much of a crowd. If not, I mean, we could have an early ending, because admittedly this episode wasn't the best, but we can talk about whatever. Depends on who all shows up today. So again, I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. Uh-oh. What's going on with the stream? No data. Don't tell me Streamlabs is crashing. Okay, it looks like it's working. Oh, hey Clawlers, what's up? You enjoyed this episode more than last week's? Okay. Fair enough. I'm probably not going to review this episode a ton, kind of like the last few. I think probably next time I do I guess quote unquote review during the stream, probably be when we get to the Lapras focus episodes, which are coming up in December. What is this song? Oh, it's just a random mash of different Super Nintendo game sounds. Orla's pretty cool. I just thought the episode was okay. I do think that the series, it definitely is stalling for time at the moment before we go into the next thing. It's pretty blatantly apparent at this point. But yeah. Alright, I'll talk about this episode very briefly. So, if you're joining, here's, I guess, my thoughts on this episode. The episode is just basically, it's focused on Orla and kind of how she's like the crux of the Rising Volt Tacklers, because she's the one that repairs everything. So if something's going wrong, she's the one that's going to be fixing it. And I like how everybody at the beginning and the end of the episode is coming to her for everything. Everything's going wrong and she's got to fix everything. In the beginning she's frustrated, but by the end of the episode she's just more okay with everything. But I lost my train of thought. anyways, they meet the Pokeball connoisseur that the old man was gonna sell the ancient Pokeballs to. She's okay. But her and Orla bond for a little bit just because like her machinery is not the best, and Orla ends up helping her out, and she wants Orla to join her just because they seem to work well together. In the meantime, Roy's testing out some Pokeballs that she created. It ends up angering a Galarian Weezing, which attacks him. And then they have to resolve that whole situation. We do know a little bit about Orla's backstory. We just know that Freed's the one that gave her a spark in life. She liked her job, but like she felt like there could be more to it. And thanks to Freed that she was able to leave her job and then join the Rising Bull Tacklers. So that's kind of neat. That's probably the best part of the episode, honestly. But they face off against the Galarian Weezing. Roy and Liko once again can't do anything about it. Orla does battle one with the one that's attacking Roy with her Metagross and wins, but then it brings out a bunch of Galarian Weezing from ironically the bushes. And Captain Pikachu kind of shows up and takes out a bunch of them, but there's way too many of them. So Freed comes up with a crazy strategy to cause the factory to, run at its max capacity. So it basically starts polluting the air, and that's Galarian Weezing's food. So it eats the pollution, and then it spits out clean air. And I do like the fact that Orla gets a Pokeball memento from, I think her name is Carney. I believe that's what her name is. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. It's an alright episode. I'd probably still, for me, I'd say this is like a 5 for me, personally. It's not like an inherently bad episode. It's just pretty clear that, this, like, I guess, mini arc that we're having at the beginning of the Terrapagos chapter, it's clear that, we're stalling a little bit, because Terrapagos hasn't really been involved in a couple episodes. But at least we got an Orla-focused episode. She is a good character. So this was fine, I guess. And for her, for like a character-focused episode, I guess, with her, where it's partly focused on her. I just found most of the episode to be not super entertaining, in my opinion. It's an okay-ish episode. Next week's episode seems to be kind of like the last part, I guess, here until we get on to Lapras, which is coming on immediately afterwards. So that's good. I will say that I am seeing why people are kind of having an issue with Liko and Roy kind of being bailed out by Freed constantly. In these episodes, it's more inconsequential just because they're not like super plot focused episodes. But I do think at some point we're gonna need Liko and Roy to start stepping things up, because if Freed's constantly saving them, that's going to be a recurring issue in the series. So, and look, don't get me wrong, I like Freed. It's just that if he's constantly bailing them out from trouble, it's going to become an issue. I do think that either Spriggy or Fuecoco is probably going to be evolving soon. Most likely Sprigatito. Or both, who knows. Well, if they evolve at the same time, that'd be interesting. But I think that it is time that Liko and Roy maybe step up a little bit. And I do think an evolution would help with that development, so we'll see. And as much as I'll miss Fuecoco, because I do like Fuecoco and his little antics, it is time for the little guy to get a little bit stronger. So yeah, I'd still say this is like a 5 for me. Okay episode, not one that I'll necessarily rewatch, but it's fine. It's not like a great episode. It's not a terrible episode. It's just it's there. It exists. It looks like, well, there's 4 people here. Clawliz is the only one that's participating in the chat, unless Nick's just watching silently from work or something. I don't blame them, though, because of obvious outside circumstances. Yeah, we'll see how things change when Indigo Disc drops next month. We got, like, what, 4 weeks now? I think it comes out on the 14th, and it's the 18th of April. Did I just say April? November. So we got about 4 weeks until that drops, and then they're pretty much free at that point to tell Terrapico's story. I know some people were complaining about like the series being too fast-paced just because we were going through all the admins, and then we're going to find all the heroes, and we all know who the heroes are. But then when things slow down, people also complain about that too. So yeah, there's that. I also love how it immediately starts with Roy making a hole in the wall, which was hilarious to me. It reminded me when my sis and I shot an arrow indoors and made a hole. Ooh. Yikes. I'm gonna just take it that your parents were not too happy with that. I have a friend that punched a hole in his wall in his apartment a long time ago because he got mad about something. It was kind of funny, but is your hand okay, bro? Hopefully you didn't like break anything, which he didn't. But yeah. Hopefully we get some more people here. I don't know how many people will be here today. Again, this is not a super crazy episode, so I guess I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna have a small crowd today. So anyways, if anyone wants to chat, go right ahead. Because again, for this episode in particular, there isn't really a ton to talk about. For next week's episode, it's just it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Poltergeist. There's also a very interesting shot in the preview for the next episode where it shows Dot literally drinking from Shuckle. Literally. So Shuckle's just a living juice box. But I guess we'll see who catches the Pokemon unless it stays on the ship and just hangs out. Maybe it's our last memento of Galar. Question mark. My mother wasn't too fond of it, but we weren't yelled at because father took the heat. I see. Dot sucking on Shuckle is now forever burned into my skull. Yeah. I don't think Shuckle looks too enthused about it either. I was gonna say, you might want to wait drinking on Shuckle. I think it takes a little bit of time, so you might be drinking something, that might not be so tasty. I know, I was just laughing. I was like, really? Dot? Well, I like this Final Fantasy music in the background. Chocobo themed. An amazing out of context shot. Yeah. Just send that picture to like somebody. Be like, tell me what you think of this. I was gonna say the Shuckle pouring its juice into the glass is something I've sent to a few people. They're like, dude, what the F? I'm like, yeah, it's peeing into the glass. Are you gonna drink it? Oh boy. I always like this track, but I don't know what game it's from. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I can discuss, because I really don't have much. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't have much to go off of when it comes to this episode and the next week's episode. I mean, not too different from milking a cow. You know what? Case in point. True. I mean, if you put it into that perspective, then sure. Okay. Since there's nobody else here, apparently, we can probably just go to open forum so we can talk about whatever we want, whether it's the episode or just miscellaneous things. We got 4 people here. What's up, y'all? You know, it'd be pretty cool if you hit that like button if you haven't already hit it. You know, it'd be pretty swell of you to do so. We got 3 likes, so 4 viewers means 1 more like needs to happen. Also, the shot of Spurg's looking quack sleeve was great. Oh yeah, actually yeah. I forgot about that. That's actually kind of funny. Are we able to look up the previews on YouTube? So I don't usually look up the previews unless I'm like really looking for something. Pokemon. What? That's not what I was looking for. Pokemon Horizons episode 30 preview. Oh, hey, here it is. Oh, hello ad. Just because YouTube and its ads. Whoa, we got 8 people suddenly? What's up, y'all? I look away for 1 second and suddenly we shoot up to 8 people. What's up? Come into the chat and say something, and also hit that like button because I would appreciate it. All 8 of you. Huh. And if you're just showing up, tell me what your rating would be for Pokemon Horizons episode 29, and you can also vote in the poll above. Currently, as I am looking at the poll, we have 1 vote, and there's 8 of you. Can we get some more votes here? If I can get at least half of you to vote, that would be great. You can give the episode a 5 or lower, 6 or 5. You know, I should probably change that. I should say probably lower than 5 instead of 6.5 actually. I'll change that for future streams. I'm just looking at that now. I'm like, it's a little not accurate because you got 1 that's 6.5 and then 5 or lower, which I mean, it's like if you're giving it a 5, which one are you voting for? I should say lower than 5, I guess. I can't vote because the numbers don't appear for me? Really? Is the poll not working? Hold on. Let me redo it. Alright, we're gonna redo it. Okay, rate this episode out of 10. 10. Wait, come on. Work with me, computer. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm just going to say below 5. Alright, I'm trying it again and let me know if it shows up this time. I was gonna say, if it doesn't show up then there's something screwy going on with YouTube. Hey, is this Green Hill Zone? Oh, it says Green Hills. Okay. By the way, while I got a second here, I might want to shout them out. I got it in the description, but again, shout out to Game Chops. I am using their video game study lounge stream as the music that you hear in the background. I usually listen to it while I'm studying or working or even working out. Either way, it is pretty cool, so you should check them out. The link is in the description to their stream. I definitely recommend it. Still not showing. Man, really? What's wrong with YouTube? I was going to say, try refreshing. And if that doesn't work, then I guess then something is indeed wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just YouTube probably just, being strange. 'Cause I was going to say, I got the poll up. I deleted the last one and put this new one on, so I'm not sure what's going on. We do have one vote, though. But that's about it. Alright. I guess we'll just forego the poll then for this stream. It's unfortunate, but if it's not properly working, then we do have a little bit of an issue here. I'll keep it up, but if it's just not going to be there, yeah. Hopefully it works next time. What song is this? Oh, it's from the Mother 4 thing. Alright, I'm just looking at the preview right now. We got Poltergeist showing up behind Roy and Foy Coco. Dot drinking Chuckle, who looks very uncomfortable, and Quaxley does look a little Quaxley looks a little disturbed by this going on. Let's see, yeah, we got Sprittito right behind Quaxley, and Quaxley doesn't look too bothered by it, but Spriggy looks like he's about to slap Quaxley or something. Like Poltergeist is stuck on a Alolan Muck. Oh, and then there's Foy Coco slipping in the tea, the Poltergeist tea. Okay, yeah. Alright. Gotcha. You are fine, Clawless. I don't know, is YouTube just messing up for me? Because there's like no... I think you're the only one here right now. Huh. I don't know. Hopefully YouTube's not having like a problem. Give me 1 second. Let me see if there's a YouTube thing going on. YouTube down. Oh shoot. People were saying an hour ago, is YouTube down? Oh, I mean, it seems to be working. I mean, you can still hear me, so it's gotta be working. I don't know. Also, Poltergeist looks cute, and it either might end up being Nasagi resident, or maybe Dot will catch it. Someone pointed out on Twitter that that might be the case. I mean, if they're gonna each get a Pokemon, then Dot would be the next one in line, since she only has Quaxley, and technically she didn't officially catch Quaxley until, was it episode 16, I believe? So I guess she'd be the next one that's due. I don't really expect the adults to be catching Pokemon unless Freed gets a new one at some point, or he's just holding off on us and he has something else besides Charizard and Captain Pikachu. But yeah. I was hoping some more people would be here, but that's alright. But I'm just gonna be completely honest. I don't really have anything else. So we can just sit here and chat in the chat if you want to for a little bit. It's up to you, Clawliz. I will leave it up to you. Also, this episode had more adults arguing. I hope we get more. Yeah, maybe they come up with it. There's a disagreement in the future, maybe with the direction things are going. That would actually make things interesting. Will you leave it up to us? Oh, if it's none other than Fizzle Wizard, once again giving the episode a 10. I wonder why it's a 10. Let me guess. You gave the episode a 10 because Iona wasn't in it. Oh, you gave it a 6, but 10. Because Iono didn't appear. I see. I love how the Risingville Tacklers are acting more and more like a big family. That is true. That is an interesting dynamic they have, and I like that. How did you know? Oh, you know, I thought about it. And it was the first thing that came to mind. Whew. Well, at least we got some more people back here now. What's up, y'all? Okay. We do have 2 votes, so Nick's vote and then someone else voted 6 in it. Or 5 out of 10. Okay, back to work. Have fun. Oh, so you are at work. That's what I thought. I see, I see. Well, enjoy your shift. Okay. I wish I could stay longer, but I actually need to go now, so bye. Okay, that's fine. This is a relatively calmer stream. So you're good. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And again, feel free to show up to any stream. I'll welcome you and we can have a good discussion, depending on whatever it is. So, have a good one. Alrighty, guys. Is there anybody else out there that wants to chat? This is going to be the last call. Otherwise, we're just going to have a very brief stream today, since we have a low audience today. Give you guys another minute, and if I don't hear anything, we'll go ahead and end the stream. And if you can see the poll, let me know, because apparently the poll is not showing up for everyone. Oh, Megalovania. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody else is showing up, so we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Again, this wasn't like the most exciting episode. This was an Orla focus episode, which is kind of cool. Hopefully we get another one in the future. Maybe we get some more crumbs when we go to Hoenn. Maybe she meets up with her former co-workers or something, and maybe they need her help, and they try to get her to stay there, but she's like, nope, I quit, so I wasn't going to come back. I'm just here to help you out temporarily. But yeah, personally, for me, this episode's a 5. Clawless give it a 6.5. We'll settle for a 6. How about that? But yeah, anyways, guys, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. So if you're still here, thank you for joining. We'll be streaming tomorrow night, actually, because I'll be continuing my Let's Play of Super Mario RPG. Alrighty, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. And I will see you all later. Bye.